Some South suburban leaders spent the last few days handing out free turkeys ahead of Thanksgiving. But in Thornton Township, the trustees say embattled Supervisor Tiffany Henyard.
Henyard says she is endorsing a new board, but not announcing who they are just yet. Instead, promising to name them later this month. Henyard is under investigation by the FBI.
In Thornton Township, Illinois, the Thanksgiving season has been overshadowed by drama surrounding Supervisor Tiffany Henyard. While most leaders use the holiday to spread goodwill, Henyard has turned it into a political spectacle. This year's turkey drive, a long-standing tradition, has become entangled in chaos, infighting, and allegations of corruption, leaving residents and trustees at odds with the embattled supervisor. Henyard, who also serves as the mayor of Doton, has been distributing turkeys and smoked ham hocks ahead of Thanksgiving. While this may appear as a kind gesture, critics argue it's a distraction from the growing issues within her administration. Trustee Christopher Gonzalez didn't hold back when he stated that Henyard is trying to force a meeting to push through her agenda. Along with fellow trustee Carmen Cares, Gonzalez has been boycotting recent board meetings, intentionally preventing the quorum needed to conduct official business. Their stance is clear. They refuse to let Henyard push decisions without proper oversight.
I got smoked pork ham hocks. I got smoked turkey.
Let's not overlook the theatrics that have become a hallmark of Henyard's leadership style. At a recent non-meeting, because let's be honest, that's exactly what it was, Henyard addressed the small crowd that had gathered, blaming the trustees for the ongoing gridlock. She claimed that bills could be paid if only the trustees would cooperate, accusing her critics of conspiring against her. If that wasn't dramatic enough, Henyard took to Facebook Live afterward for a 50-minute rant where she doubled down on her accusations and threatened legal action against those she believes are defaming her. "When I sue everybody because I'm coming, she said, adding that this is facts, this is not fiction. It was a bold statement, but one that did little to quell the concerns of residents who are fed up with the drama and just want their township to function properly.
Hey guys, this is your Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard, the People's Mayor / People's Supervisor. We are still out here feeding all the residents of Thornton Township.
Denise Clark, a resident who recently moved to the area, expressed her frustration with the situation. She said she had hoped to escape the political turmoil of Chicago, only to find herself caught in what she described as babysitting local officials. While she urged people to give Henyard the grace to finish her term, many others in the community feel differently. They view the turkey giveaways and Facebook rants as mere distractions for more pressing issues, such as the township's financial health and the lack of progress on key initiatives.
Don and Scott, the meeting wrapped up early because two trustees, as you mentioned, did not show up. Chris Gonzalez and Carmen Carlisle. Without them, not enough board members were present to make official decisions.
The tension between Henyard and the trustees is nothing new. It has been building for months, with both sides accusing each other of obstructing progress. But the stakes have never been higher. Henyard has been promoting a supposed surplus in the township's general fund, claiming there's enough money for a 100% property tax refund for residents. While that sounds appealing, trustees like Gonzalez are calling her bluff. He's raised concerns about the lack of details surrounding the plan, asking 100% of what? 100% to who? We haven't been given any of those facts. This skepticism is justified, especially considering Henyard's history of opaque decision-making. And it's not just the trustees who are doubtful. Residents are becoming increasingly vocal about their dissatisfaction with her leadership. At a recent meeting, one person took to the microphone and asked, "Why won't you step down?" Others have pointed out that while Henyard seems focused on protecting herself and her image, issues like public safety and financial accountability are being overlooked. Did we hear any plans about safety with the new police chief? Did we hear anything about guns? No, it's about protecting her, not protecting the village, said one frustrated resident.
If the board do not show up, we are not able to pay bills. We are not able to handle the business.
The controversy extends beyond the township level. In Doton, where Henyard serves as mayor, she is facing equally vocal opposition. Trustees there have accused her of financial mismanagement and even hired former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot to investigate the village's finances. The findings were damning: a deficit of nearly $3.5 million in the general fund and questionable use of the village credit card, including purchases at Amazon and Wayfair. One particularly shocking revelation was a $43,000 charge to Amazon on a single day in January. It's no wonder that both residents and trustees have lost faith in her ability to lead.
Every single resident. Pay me what you owe me.
As if the financial troubles weren't enough, Henyard is also battling personal legal issues. She and her boyfriend, who together earn over $300,000 annually from taxpayer-funded salaries, are facing eviction from their rented home. Their landlord, Janetta Hull, claims they haven't paid rent since August and even changed the locks to keep them out. Hull, who once considered Henyard a friend, says she regrets renting to the couple. At some point, you have to understand that karma is going to catch up to you. Just pay your rent, Hull said. Even if Henyard and her boyfriend manage to settle the debt, Hull has made it clear she wants them out. The drama doesn't stop there. Earlier this year, federal agents served subpoenas seeking financial records from both Dalton and Thornton Township. While Henyard has denied any wrongdoing, these investigations have only added fuel to the fire. Critics have even dubbed her the worst mayor in America, a title she seems determined to contest despite the growing list of controversies surrounding her administration. Yardley's leadership style is increasingly being seen as not just controversial but authoritarian. From calling the police on workers who were removing banners featuring her face to threatening legal action against trustees, she appears to be waging a one-woman war against dissent. In one particularly bizarre incident, Henyard demanded the charges be filed against village staff who were following trustee orders to remove her self-promotional signs. According to police body cam footage, she told officers, "Press charges on him, and if I have to press charges on them too, I will." The banners, which boldly declared her as super mayor, were later returned to her team by the interim police chief she appointed, raising further questions about her use of law enforcement as a personal tool.
Walking through Dalton. Alright, we're in Brightwood now. We are in Godly now. We in Bloomington, baby.
This isn't the first time Henyard has used township resources for personal gain. Trustees have long accused her of bypassing proper procedures to hire allies, approve contracts, and push through pet projects. Take, for example, her recent appointment of Ronald Burks as Dalton's interim police chief. Burks' credentials were immediately questioned, with state regulators confirming he hadn't requalified for active duty since 2021, despite a court ruling allowing him to serve temporarily. Trustees have vowed to challenge the appointment in court. This person has the same level of unprofessionalism as her previous appointment, as provided for in her appointment. Trustee Kiana Belair remarked, referencing the village's history of questionable leadership hires under Henyard's administration, Henyard's focus on self-promotion has also left basic municipal operations in limbo. Reports have surfaced that the village office recently ran out of paper and ink, causing clerks to be unable to process routine documents until supply. One resident sarcastically remarked, "We've got money for parties and banners, but we can't afford printer paper." The irony wasn't lost on the community, which continues to struggle with crumbling infrastructure and eroding public trust. For many, these small details symbolize a larger issue: a government prioritizing personal branding over effective governance. But here's the kicker: Henyard isn't backing down. She's announced her intention to run for re-election in Dalton, where she's already facing stiff competition from trustee Jason House, a vocal critic of her leadership. House, along with a slate of other candidates, is running on a platform of restoring transparency and accountability to the village. Meanwhile, Henyard continues to insist she'll win by a landslide, confidently comparing herself to former President Donald Trump. It's a bold claim, but one that many residents find hard to believe given the current state of affairs.
This is your super mayor, Tiffany Henyard, the people's mayor. We out here taking care of the business of the people.
As both the township and village brace for the upcoming elections, one thing is clear. The drama surrounding Tiffany Henyard is far from over. From turkey giveaways to eviction notices, her tenure has been anything but ordinary. The question now is whether voters will give her another chance or decide it's time for a change. In the comments section of a recent video covering the controversy, viewers didn't hold back. One person wrote, "Dalton PD needs to be fired and disbanded. Some officers need to be arrested. The sheriff needs to take over." Another added, "I think that's why Tiffany holds these events in Dalton. She can control the police to handle things." These sentiments reflect the growing frustration within the community, where many feel that Henyard's actions are more about consolidating power than genuinely serving the people they attempt to serve. Henyard? Is Tiffany Henyard a misunderstood leader trying to do her best in a tough situation? Or is she using public gestures to distract from deeper issues? With elections just months away, will voters stick with the devil they know or take a chance on new leadership? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below and stay tuned for more updates as this story continues to unfold.